Hello everyone, welcome back to Zed School. My name is Azo, and today we'll be talking about item builds. I'll begin by showing you the different options you can have for each item slot, and then I'll go through the build order when you should build what, and my reasoning behind that. So, without further ado, let's get to it. The three core items that I build pretty much every single game on Zed are Last Whisper, Blade of the Ruined King, and Yomos Ghostblade. All three of them are very useful in pretty much any matchup and situation, and you will never find either one of them being redundant or not useful. Moving on to boots, I think mainly you choose between either Lucidity or Mercury Treads. I mean, you can also choose between Ninja Tabi and Mobility and such, if it's a very situational situation. But normally you find yourself either choosing between Mercury Treads and Lucidity, depending on if the enemy team has CC or not. Now, when we get to the offensive section, there are a lot of items you can choose from. The one I usually go with is Infinity Edge, but if you don't want the crit, if you want more of a smooth burst, you can go with Ravenous Hydra. It also gives you good wave clear and good sustain. Or you can go with Mercurial Scimitar or Malmochius if you need against CC or if you have problems against AP. Either one of these items are viable, so just find the one that works best in your situation. Now, finally, for your defensive items you have either Guardian Angel, Banshee Veil, or Bloodthirster. Guardian Angel and Banshee Veil are pretty self-explanatory. Pick Guardian Angel when they have mixed damage and you need the revive passive, and Banshee Veil, pick it when they have a lot of AP heavy damage and you need the MR. Bloodthirster, however, is a survivability item because it gives you the lifesteal and the shield. So if you have an opportunity where you can actually lifesteal a lot, Bloodthirster is a viable defensive item and also gives you a lot more damage because of the extra AD. That should be all for the different options. Let's move over to build order and generally what I build when. I start more or less all of my games with Longsword 3 pots. The Longsword builds into a Brutalizer, and after that I pick up a Cutlass that builds into a Bork. The Brutalizer then builds into a Yomos Ghostblade, and somewhere in between all of this you should probably have picked up your boots. After that you can pick up a Last Whisper and consider if you should get a defensive item or an offensive item after that, based on your performance and the enemy team's performance.